Hi guys, I'm Haley Salas, a nutrition student at Point Loma Nazarene University, and today I'm going to be talking about macronutrients. So our learning objectives for today's lecture will be to identify each of the macronutrients, and by the end of the lecture, you should be able to know how much of each macronutrient should be eaten based on the RDA, or the recommended daily allowance. Before we start, I want you to turn to the person next to you, and I want you guys to guess what you think the three macronutrients are. If you guess protein as one of them, you would be correct. Protein should consist about 10 to 35% of our daily diet. There are 4 calories in every gram of protein, so if we base our diet off of 2,000 calories, that should be about 200 to 700 calories from protein. This equates to about 50 to 175 grams of protein per day. Examples of protein include meats, eggs, nuts, seafood, lentils, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and tofu. Our second macronutrient is fats. Fat should equate to about 20 to 35% of your daily diet. Fat has 9 calories per gram, and based on a 2,000 calorie diet, 500 to 700 of your calories should be from fats. That equates again to 55 to 75 grams of fat. So there are two kind of major fat groups that we go off of, and that is saturated and unsaturated. Saturated fats, or our more unhealthy fats, are solid at room temperature and can increase your risk for heart disease and other health issues. Then we have our unsaturated fats, and that would be liquid at room temperature, and they're considered more of the healthy fats. On the left here, we have some pictures of saturated fats, so that would include butter, coconut oil, and our unsaturated fat, we have olive oil. Some foods that are high in fat include avocado, cheese, nuts, fish, and meat. And now our third and final macronutrient is carbohydrates. 45 to 65% of our daily diet should be from carbohydrates, 4 carbs per gram. And based out of our 2,000 calorie diet, 900 to 1,300 calories from carbohydrates. This equals about 225 to 325 grams daily. Now, I know you're super excited thinking, okay, let me go out and eat 900 calories of bread. Well, actually, carbohydrates include our fruits and vegetables as well. So we also have our complex and simple carbohydrates. Our complex carbohydrates include the whole grains, starchy vegetables, legumes, and pasta. As well as simple carbohydrates, we have sugar, candy, honey, and syrup. We want to have a diet with more complex carbohydrates because those actually keep us fuller for longer compared to simple carbohydrates, which are based off of one sugar molecule. Some examples of carbohydrate foods, again, fruits, vegetables, starches, legumes, and grains. Before we go, I want you to turn to your partner and discuss some of these questions. Be ready to share your answers out loud. The first question is, what are the three macronutrients? How many calories per gram are each of the macronutrients? Give 2 examples of each macronutrient. And what is the difference between a saturated and unsaturated fat?